Selena Gomez's Tracklist is here. Olivia Rodrigo is finally clapping back at Sabrina Carpenter. And we've got some Real Housewives updates. It's all going down right here in the green chair chats. Stick around, y'all.
Manifest, now I'm blessed. Life is sour, then it's sweet, like the lemon with the zest.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning to YouTube, and hopefully good morning to Twitch. It is your boy, your homosexual Courtneyrevolution, and welcome to the Green Chair Chats, aka a Kiki with Mimi, home of speculation, not confirmation. This is the pop culture Kiki that you have been missing. First, I just want to get started right off the bat because I saw in the chat and I was able to catch it. My good sis, Amanda, she is giving us a super sticker and letting us know that we have to like the video. If you want to join the pop culture discussion, if you want to be a rebel of the revolution, be sure to like the video, subscribe for more tea, and ring the notification bell so you always know when I go live. And I also keep a schedule up over at the old Twitch. So if you happen to be watching, I will be here Monday through Friday at 9-ish a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, how are you all doing today? Let me jump right on into the Chizzy chat. I'm already seeing Kershell. Kershell is saying, good morning, everyone. Ellie is saying, hey to you, Ellie. And I see Mika. Good morning to Mika. I've known Mika for a very long time, and I just want to say that I love you. She's all the way out there in Nebraska, so I hope that you're keeping safe. Millions of kisses to you. And then we have Kat saying, hello, beautiful Courtney. Bianca is saying, you know I love you, Courtney. Thank you for always making my morning and class less boring. Yes, Bianca, I really do try to keep this pop culture Kiki pretty uplifted, pretty exciting. I really try to give y'all just the tea. Get in, get out, discuss with y'all, and then we all go on about our day. I like this relationship we have. What do you think? Because I'm living. Are you loving it? Because I'm loving it. That's an Ariana Grande song. I'm loving it, baby. We have a lot. We have a lot of things that we're going to get into today. Like I said, we've got some Selena Gomez news. We've got some Madison Beer news, which, I mean, I don't normally talk about Madison Beer on my channel, but I'm kind of getting into her. I listened to her album, and I enjoyed it. I'm not going to lie, but we have some tea to spill about her relationship. So we're going to get into that, and we've got Real Housewives news. I've been noticing that y'all have been like, don't be afraid, Courtney. Don't be afraid to talk about some Real Housewives. This is your platform. You can talk about what you want. So I got some Real Housewives tea. I'm not sure if the Real Housewives make a lot of news often, especially the franchises that I watch, Potomac, Atlanta, New York, off and on. But we've got some news, so we're going to get into that today. But we have to start off with some unfortunate news today, you guys. I really felt like it was important to address this because this is one of my favorite television shows of all time, especially if you've been following me for the 10 years I've had this YouTube channel. You guys already know that I love Degrassi, and unfortunately, there was a passing in the cast, so let's talk about it. Unfortunately, Jamil French passed away on Monday, and he was only 29 years old. There hasn't really been a cause of death that has been revealed at the time, but I just wanted to read the statement that the co-creator Linda Schuyler, who, if you watch Degrassi, you know, at the end of every episode, you're going to see that Linda flash at the end of the episode. That's our Queen Linda. This is the statement that she posted to the Degrassi Twitter account. She's saying, I am heartbroken to hear about the loss of Jamil. Jamil was an extraordinary talent and a bright light on and off the screen. He was a joy to work with on Degrassi The Next Generation, Linda said. He brought an authenticity and burst of life to every scene he was in and infused his character, Dave, with an airy lightness. Off-screen, Jamil would always make me laugh. He will be deeply missed. And our condolences go out to Jamil French's friends and family during this time. If you guys don't watch Degrassi, Dave was a pretty iconic character in the way that just imagine being a Black child in today's day and age, and you have a police officer dad, just that off the rip. was a very important storyline that I feel like people overlook. Him dating Allie or living for some Allie, I'll say that, was also very interesting. Shout out to Dave. I feel like Dave, the character, didn't get enough recognition. So I wanted to send my condolences to Jamil French's family and friends as well. If you guys are fans of Degrassi, go ahead and let me know in the chat. I see you guys. Sandra saying so sad. Patricia saying so young. What could have happened? I have no idea. It hasn't really been released yet. The news is just sort of out there. And there has just been sort of like condolences sent from other castmates and other people on the staff of the show. Very sad stuff. But I wanted to start the show out with that, just to remind you guys that life is short. Go ahead and live it. The fear that you have, it's not bigger than the unknown of no longer being here. So live your life while you've got it, and live it to the fullest. If there's an adventure that you're afraid to take on the adventure. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. That's what I want to say. Kershella saying such a shame, and I absolutely, absolutely agree. Such a sad situation. Sending my condolences on that, absolutely. But going from loss of life to gaining life, and that's why I put the script the way that I did, we're going to scoot on over to Real Housewivesville because we've got some Real Housewives news, you guys. Now, just in case you guys don't watch Real Housewives of Potomac, I'm going to stop saying that and just assume that you guys watch. Ashley Darby of Real Housewives of Potomac actually is a mother of two. Ashley Darby took to social media and she wanted to share the exciting news that she is welcoming her second child, actually a son, with her husband, Michael Darby. And you know, if you watch Real Housewives of Potomac, Ashley in particular, her husband, Michael Darby, is always, always, always in some sort of mess with men, other men. Very interesting stuff. So Ashley took to her Instagram to give fans a small peek into her life with her new bundle of joy, this new son. So I'm going to play that clip for you guys and get into Ashley and all her new mommy glory.
Hello, my darling. Hello, my darlings. Thank you all so much for the kind and warm wishes that you sent to us. This is our sweet baby born today. He is absolutely incredible and amazing. And over the moon excited. Michael just left the hospital to go be with Dean and give him some loving. And it's crazy how much I miss my son right now. Even though I'm so happy and so blissful with this, I just want us all to be together as a family. And I know it'll happen soon. I just miss him so much. So thank you again. I love you all. I cherish you so much. In this journey.
Now, what do you guys think? I mean, I'm not a mother, I'm not a parent. After y'all give birth, are y'all able to just give like a statement like that? I'm a man. I've never had a baby. But I thought that was interesting. She popped that baby out and said, girl, it's time to get to work. Give me that phone. It's time to hit up social media and let them know that my baby has been born. I want to say congratulations to Ashley Darby because I feel like although her husband is always in some sort of awkward or weird situation with other men, Ashley Darby does bring it on the show. She brings the drama. I think that she's fun. I think that she's charismatic. And I think it'll be very interesting to see how the other ladies react once she has the second child. Also, real quick, unofficial tea, y'all, there's some stuff going down in Potomac. Apparently, there's something going on with one of the ladies' husbands and one of the new ladies allegedly that has just joined the cast. So we're going to stay tuned on that. And I'm going to keep my ear out to the streets and find out what's really going on in Potomac because that alone has really got my ears perked up. The season ended with Candace and Monique. Y'all, we don't even have time to get into all of that, but Monique did wind up leaving the show after putting hands on Candace in the barn, if you guys remember, a little bit of violence there. So I think it'll be interesting to see what direction this franchise goes in because the way I perceive it, Monique was kind of the fan favorite. So where do you go from that once you lose a fan favorite? Sandra D is saying, yes, you feel very upbeat. I have too. So Sandra is saying, if I had a baby, I'll be able to go right on Instagram and give this statement. I wasn't able to put myself into the mind space, the head space of someone that's just giving life and then able to be like, hey y'all, so I just had this baby and I feel so good. But you know what? Maybe after you have a baby, you feel happy, you feel light, you feel free because you've been carrying around this life for like 9 or so months. Interesting. Kay Cecilia is saying, great for her. People having babies isn't that interesting to me. I think that it's interesting because Ashley Darby has a husband that is very, very sketchy and has not exactly cheated on her, but they have somewhat of an open relationship. And Michael Darby has been caught allegedly touching members of the staff. There's a lot more to the story than just her having a baby. But you gotta watch Real Housewives of Potomac to find out. If you don't watch it, you're not gonna know, and you're gonna think that it's just a baby. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get into the next piece of Real Housewives news, which I'm actually pretty excited about. We have, you guys, Black people on Real Housewives of New York. I know it's a shocker to me too, right? So I initially didn't watch Real Housewives of New York when it was on TV live initially. I actually just got into it maybe last summer. And I always thought it was very strange and peculiar as someone that was born in New York and surrounded by Black people and Dominicans, that there were never really any people of color on the show. Like, you know, it's called Real Housewives of New York, and it's like 5 or 6 white women for several seasons, literally up until just now. But thankfully, Bravo has gotten the message, and E! News can exclusively confirm that international motivational speaker, business and life coach Bershan Shaw will be appearing on Real Housewives of New York City for the series' upcoming 13th season. And so this is what she said in terms of her statement on joining the cast. She's saying, I'm thankful to be part of the Bravo team, and I'm thrilled about the diversity and inclusion this season brings. I'm a warrior for all people, and so are the ladies. Now, I just want to make it clear, you guys, that I had to reread this particular piece of news over and over and over again because I thought initially that we were getting 2 new Black housewives. But after doing some critical thinking, I'm realizing that Bershan is actually a friend of the show. So if you guys watch shows like Real Housewives of Atlanta, you know that we have like a Marlo or like a Shamia. They're not exactly main cast members or like peach holders, diamond holders. I guess in Real Housewives of New York would be the apple, right? Golden apple. They're like friends, you know, the person that you go to after the drama and you sort of explain what's going on. They don't get paid as much because they're not showing all of their life, but they're there for the fun trips. 9 times out of 10, they're the more shadier characters that the fans love, depending on the franchise. So, I mean, it sounds like Bershan is going to bring it. And I'm very, very, very excited for her. But I do want to shine a spotlight on the actual woman that is going to be the first Black Real Housewife of New York. And that is my good sis, Eboni. Eboni is actually an attorney and a host. You guys, this young lady works. She's been on the Wendy Williams show. She's written a memoir. She's been on the Breakfast Club. She's appeared on the Revolt. You know, Diddy on Revolt, y'all. And so this is sort of her deal. She's written a memoir about beauty and success. And I think personally that she's going to be an excellent addition to this cast because I feel like she's going to be very well educated, very well spoken. And I know that those Real Housewives of New York, they get wild and crazy. And I think she's going to get them right together. So this is what she's saying in terms of her joining the cast. She says, overall, I would say it's been positive in terms of the experience. You guys will see when the show airs. There are very strong personalities. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. These women show up in their own level of dynamic auras, and I'm a force as well. You combine all of that into the gumbo pot, and it makes for a lot of dynamics. But so far, so good. Now, just to get you guys together, this show is going to be back, and already Luann has signed on, Sonia signed on, Ramona has signed on, and Leah has signed on. So, I mean, you guys, it appears as though Real Housewives of New York, with a more diverse cast, will be back later this year. Do you guys think you're going to watch? Even if you've never seen it before. I think that just the fact that they're adding Black people is enough to make me want to watch if I didn't watch prior. You know what I mean? Brittany is saying, Usually the newbie does get a little hazed the first season, testing their strength. Now, Brittany, I think that's a very interesting point, right? Sometimes housewives get on the show and then, like Brittany said, they're hazed. It kind of comes across maybe sometimes that they're picked on just a little bit to see if they can handle it. What kind of personality are you? Are you going to drag me right back? Are you going to be meek and sheep-like? Very interesting. Brandy is saying, let me click on Brandy. Brandy's saying Ramona drives me crazy. Brandy, let me tell you something right now. I know a Ramona in my real life. I've grown up with a Ramona kind of person in my life. And it's very much one of those, you have to love them for who they are or just not have them in your life. Like, Ramona's never going to change. Those kinds of people, they're just never going to change. They're going to be annoying. They're going to be out there. They're going to be obnoxious. That's Ramona. And I've grown to love her for it. When I first started watching the show, she rubbed me the wrong way. But now I've grown to be like, well, what we gonna do if Mona ain't here? You know what I mean? I feel you. Sandra D is saying that the show needs women of class and color. And I agree. I'm just gonna say Real Housewives certainly over the past couple of years, maybe 5 years, has certainly skewed less in the direction of let's keep it cool, let's keep it calm. And they have turned the heat up maybe 3 notches going towards the direction of like Mob Wives, Love and Hip Hop. Just think about it, y'all. They've loosened the boundaries just a little. We're gonna see. We know that they're coming together for this Housewives crossover, and Ramona is going to be on that as well. So very, very, very curious to see how this is all going to play out, because you know how Real Housewives could be. Here today, or queen of the show today, and gone tomorrow. Shout out to Lanithia Monique Leaks. Y'all know I love me some Nene. But let's switch gears and talk about somebody else that I thoroughly do enjoy. And this is just sort of a quick music update, just in case you guys were wondering, or maybe you weren't wondering at all. I'm going to keep you in the know, because that's why y'all here. Now, Drake was supposed to drop his album, you guys, in January. Certified Lover Boy was supposed to come out. But it appears as though we may get some sort of new music this week, maybe? Next week? This month? So let me clarify. Near the start of the year, Drake fans were very excited because we all thought that Drake was going to drop his album. He did not drop his album and instead posted on Instagram this statement. I was planning to release my album this month, but between surgery and rehab, my energy has been dedicated to recovery. Understandable. He goes on to say, I'm blessed to be back on my feet, feeling great and focused on the album, but Certified Lover Boy won't be dropping in January. Now, all of that was kind of fine and dandy, I guess, until news that new music arriving soon came out. Now, according to DJ Academics, Drake may drop something very, very soon, as soon as this week. Now, this is what he tweeted. He tweeted, Drake told me to sit tight and relax. He said that What's Next record, which is a record that just recently leaked, is just a warm-up ting. He's working overtime creating this next masterpiece, Certified Lover Boy on the way, for real. And then he goes on to say, he also told me he's shooting some videos. Probably drop something this week. The GOAT is back. Aubrey, Champagne, Poppy, Drake, Graham. Now, what y'all think about that? Firstly, let me ask y'all this. Are y'all still into Drake like that? Do you listen to Drake? Is Drake someone that is like a must-have when he puts out a record? I love Drake's music. For me, I like to wait until the first single comes out. The first single always lets me know whether a project is going to be that girl or not. Do you guys agree or disagree? When the single comes out, are you like, this is something that I'm about to be into, or I need to pre-order this right away because I can't wait until it drops? Let me know. Amanda is saying, I absolutely adore him. Bianca is saying, is that why Drake shaved a heart on his head? Yes, Bianca, that is why Drake shaved a heart on his head. That's the Certified Lover Boy logo, or part of the branding, part of the era. Shout out to Drake, because he used to have like for those of y'all that know at the barbershop, how guys used to get like the cut, like the part, it's like the swoop. Bitch, if I went to my barber and said, "Can I have the Drake heart?" He would be like, no. I asked him for the Drake swoop one time and he did it so nice. But I was like, never again. It took my hair forever to grow back. So shout out to Drake. I hope he's committed to that heart, Bianca, because his hair might not grow back. But you know what? Drake could buy hair. Drake could buy hair. He's going to be fine. Nicole is saying, Drake is so whatever to me, but I know I'm in the minority. I feel you. And that's fine, Nicole. The issue that I see with Drake sometimes is that it appears every time he drops, it's always like around the time of like a big pop female act, and then they get blocked from being number one. That's the only thing that I'm like, this is calculated, girl, or what? But I don't mind Drake. I think Drake is all right. Like I said, emphasis on the music. Brandy is saying, in the words of Amanda LaVenture, like y'all, if you guys are here and you're watching live, or if you're watching after, if you just decide to pop this in the microwave and nuke it real quick, go on ahead and give this video a thumbs up, a like. It lets me know which celebrities y'all want to talk about, which celebrities I should put in the little tea kettle for the day. So go on ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Also check out yesterday's video, because I know that the notifications were not sent out yesterday because you guys were telling me. So just let you guys know, I upload every day, Monday, 9 a.m. Well, not every day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m., 9-ish a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Check my channel for the thumbnail 30 minutes prior. Bam. Thank you for that, Brandy. Y'all always be helping me out. Okay, y'all. Let's move into something that I thought was rather cool. Familiar, different, but rather cool. I want to ask you guys, if you had the chance, with everything going on, I know that we're in the middle of a Pizzone right now, right? If you had the chance to go to a drive-in moment, would you go? That's my question. If you were able to go to a drive-in thing for something you really wanted to see, would you go? I feel like I personally would rather go to a drive-in thing with my windows up and it's just me and my man in the car versus being out in a club or at a sporting event. I'd rather be in the car. What do you guys think? Let me know, because I'm curious before we get into this news. Bianca is saying, absolutely. Nicole is saying, definitely. Listen, don't discount a good drive-through. Way before I moved to LA and I lived back in Pennsylvania, girl, drive-through was it, y'all. You turn to the little radio station, bitch. Me and my boyfriend went to see Spider-Man, one of the Spider-Man movies, and we was out in the parking lot, y'all. And we just sat there, we had the little popcorn, y'all, and the little car was so cute and romantic. And little Spider-Man, bitch, he was swinging to and fro, bitch. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on in the movie, but it was so funny and cute. Anyway, y'all, let me get into it. Shout out to Karina. I see you. Karina is saying, me all alone in my car, but I'm still technically being social. I'll take it. Girl, period. If I had my driver's license, no Olivia Rodrigo, I would do so many other things by myself, girl. I might just drive to the beach parking lot and just sit in the parking lot, bitch. I'm just weird like that, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get into actually what the hell I'm talking about. So, because I know y'all thoroughly enjoy the Kardashians, how would y'all feel if y'all could go on ahead and go to a drive-through experience centered around the show? Now, we're not too far off from this goddamn premiere of this show. Of the 20th and last season of Keeping Up. Now, that's on March 18th. But if you're lucky, some fans will not have to wait until then to officially catch up with the family. Now, E! Network is celebrating and sponsoring the premiere episode with a drive-in screening of Keeping Up with the Kardashians here in LA at the Rose Bowl on Saturday, March 13th. That's like a whole week almost before the episode comes out. Now, the lucky fans will get to attend a screening of the premiere episode, the whole thing. They're going to get a sneak peek of the final season, as well as fun incentives and treats like a drive-up photo booth. Drive up. You don't even got to get out the car, bitch. Drive-up photo booth, snack kits for all attendees, and they plan to have local food trucks in attendance. So right off the bat, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all right now, they're helping the local businesses out. Y'all going to have some food trucks out. Girl, let me tell y'all real quick, y'all. Y'all know I'm going to get off on a tangent real quick. Hold on. I got to tell y'all something. Here in LA, y'all, that local food truck thing really hits me and it really punched me out. Let me tell you why. Because here in LA, you guys, food trucks are really a big deal. This is not like, you know, back in the day, Mr. Softy, you go and get an ice cream cone, soft serve, that's it. I'm talking like you can get a vegan dish, you can get some pho, you can get some beignets, you can get some crab. We got the lobster truck where you can get your ass a lobster roll. Like, there's going to be good food at this thing. If you were able to go, if you lived in LA, would you go? Christina right off the bat is saying, nope, thank you, next. Tegan is saying they're going to make a movie now. I don't think so. But if they did, everyone would go and see it. Even if you yourself, personally, one person decided to not go and see it. Kat is saying this is really cool and original. Wow, props. I agree. I feel like they found a way to do something in a way that was safe. The reason why I'm on board with this was because no one, just in case you're one of the people that are like, oh my God, this is a dumb, awful idea. This is not safe. No one had anything to say when even before this was even a thought, drag queens were doing this. The RuPaul Drag Race girls would put on the drag shows at the Rose Bowl and stuff, and you could go and sit in your car and watch. So no one made any type of a hiccup or hubbub about that. Now let these Kardashians go on ahead and give some food out to the babies. That's how I feel. Let me know how you feel. Kat is saying, wait, where Kat went? Girl, Kat done disappeared. Oh, Kat is saying, heck yes. Tegan is saying, yes for the food. Patricia is saying, hell yes. Listen, y'all, you don't even understand. Brittany is saying, food trucks have the best expletive food ever. You cannot go wrong. Listen, y'all, I used to work down in Santa Monica, just some personal tea. I really feel like I'm Wendy right now, telling y'all about my personal life. I used to work down in Santa Monica at this cafe, and I absolutely hated it. But I wound up staying there because a really good friend of mine worked there, and he wound up getting me the job. So shout out to Jordan if you're watching, which you're not. But after work, sometimes there was like, I don't know what company it was. I feel like it was maybe like Snapchat or something like that. It was like across the street. They would always have in their big ass employee parking lot food trucks, just like lines of food trucks. So some days after work, y'all, you know, after you have a bad day, because most of my days were bad there, I'm not even going front. I would leave with tears in my eyes, y'all, because I was upset, and I would go down the street. I'm mad. I know I made that cappuccino right. And I would go to the food trucks and eat my heart out and then take my ass all the way back the 45-minute ass ride back to my side of town. But listen, a food truck can cure a lot of things, even a bad mood. So I want to say kudos to the Kardashians because I feel like that was Chris, Kim, Ryan Seacrest, whoever thought of that one. That was a really, really, really good idea. Emily is saying, I wouldn't say original, but cool. I say original, and the reason why is because not a lot of other premieres are doing drive-ins or doing anything for y'all at all, except postponing. So that's why I think it's original and cool. Cass is saying, sorry I'm late. Good morning, Courtney. Good morning, Cass. Good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Good evening if you're watching me at night after. Hey, I hope you have some sweet dreams. But Patricia is saying, we're 116 strong, supporting me. Give a like. Also, be sure to put some green hearts and crystal balls in the chat if you're enjoying the show and having a good time. But without further ado, we gotta get into something else, y'all. Something that I kind of expected, but also at the same time didn't really expect. And I'm sure you guys know about this news a little bit, but just in case you missed it, let's talk about Jennette McCurdy real quick, y'all. If you don't know Jennette McCurdy, she played Sam on iCarly. She went on to do the spinoff Sam and Cat that I thoroughly enjoyed, but no one else did. And so it got canceled. Well, that's not the reason why. Let me stop. It got canceled because Ariana Grande, allegedly, speculation, not confirmation, was being paid a lot more than Jennette McCurdy. And so Jennette McCurdy said, Nickelodeon, Dan Schneider, you know, what the expletive is going on here. And it appears as though they were not going to pay her coin. And so Jennette McCurdy, she didn't punch nobody in the face like Sam, but she packed her bags and went on about her business and her career. But something that kind of shocked fans recently, like yesterday, you guys, she revealed that she was walking away from acting, as well as the reasons why. So let's get into this. On the newest episode of her podcast, Empty Inside, Jennette is actually speaking with Anna Faris from Scary Movie the House Bunny as well. Anna Faris is an excellent actress. And she explains that acting was an ordeal that caused anxiety when she would audition. So she says that acting was something that she wasn't even in control of initially. Her mom steered her down the path out of financial necessity and support for the family at the time. So Jeanette says, I quit a few years ago because I initially didn't want to do it. My mom put me in it when I was 6, and by sort of age, I guess 10 or 11, I was the main financial support for my family. And it was very much the pressure of my family not having a lot of money, and this was the way out, which I actually think was helpful in driving me to some degree of success, because I don't think I would have been as ambitious if I didn't know that it was for my family. Now, I thought that this was a very interesting revelation, especially given the timing of iCarly, the reboot, the revival is coming out. I do want to make note that Dan Schneider, who was the original creator, producer, what have you, of iCarly, will not take part in this reboot, which I know Dan Schneider always comes up when we talk about our Nickelodeon stars, our Nickelodeon shows, our beloved boys and girls of the world, if you will. Are you going to miss Jeanette acting? Do you guys wish that she were in the iCarly reboot? Honestly, let me know in the chat. I'm curious to see. Tegan is saying, wow, that's deep and so much pressure on a kid. I could not imagine my family already being less than wealthy, and then on top of that, all the pressure falls on me to do well. Like, there's no wiggle room. I feel like as kids, your parents kind of have to give you a little bit of wiggle room so that you can make the mistakes, so that you can know what to change and what to get better at. But it seems as though you really, with Jeanette anyway, you really had to go big or go home, or there might not be a home to go home to. And that's unfortunate, you know? Cindy is saying that she will miss Jeanette. Yeah, she was funny. Not Amanda Bynes funny, but she is a good actress. I agree. Karina has a very important detail that I want to mention. Karina is saying, I wonder how they're going to write her out of the reboot. I'm going to miss the butter sock. You are silly, Karina. They're probably going to say, I wonder if they'll make a reference to like Sam and Kat. Like they'll say Sam went to go become a professional babysitter with her friend or something. I wonder. But that's a very good point. I wonder how they are going to write her out of the show. But it's unfortunate that Jeanette McCurdy could have grown up, did paints, did soccer, and then when she hit 14, 15, said, you know what? I'm going to go and audition for that play, and then discovered that she had a passion for acting. Instead, it seems as though her mother, I won't even say family, her mother put all of the responsibility on her, and then she had to grow up incredibly fast. But she does other things. She has a podcast. I believe she directs as well. So I think that she will be fine. She just won't be in front of the camera. And that's something that as fans, we kind of have to accept. But I wish her the best. I wish her the best. I'm going to go right out on record and say I wish Victoria Justice the best. Because Victoria Justice has come into one of my old jobs and she was very, very, very nice. Very nice. Like, unbearably nice. And also Ariana Grande, we already know she's doing what she does, bitch. And Ariana Grande, she ain't gonna fall no time soon. So I want to wish luck to all three. Ariana, all the Nickelodeon girls. Ariana Grande, Victoria Justice, Jeanette McCurdy, Amanda Bynes we'll throw in there. A mess. Kim is saying, I wonder why Miranda never seemed phased, but look at Amanda. Miranda Cosgrove, and this is a very much a speculation, not confirmation, which is why you guys watch, right? Miranda Cosgrove very much gives me get in, get out. Does she give that to y'all? Like, I feel like even from Drake and Josh, I feel like Miranda Cosgrove, maybe her family is very like, girl, this is work, girl. And after this, you taking your ass to college. Because after iCarly, she went and took her ass to college. And bitch, we got car selfies all the way up until the other day, bitch. So I very much feel like Miranda Cosgrove, maybe, speculation, not confirmation, maybe her upbringing was a little bit different. Maybe her family was a little bit different. Very, very interesting. But I do want to say good luck to all of them. And I hope that they do well. I hope the iCarly reboot does well. And I hope that whatever Jeanette McCurdy, whatever fuels her soul, does well. Let's wish her well, y'all. Because that's big to sort of make that announcement, and now it's all over the news. I'm sure she's like, or maybe she feels like a weight is off her chest. We'll have to see. Cindy Carter saying, yes, and I agree. Now, let's get into somebody that I don't really talk about often, but I want to deliver the goods for y'all because I know that her album just came out, so we're going to talk about her. Let's talk about Madison Beer. Now, what I like about Madison Beer right now on today is the fact that Madison Beer told us to stay out of her goddamn business. If you guys don't know who Madison Beer is a singer. And I believe at one point or another, she was managed by Scooter, and then Scooter dropped her ass, and then she went off to do her own thing, and she's killing it right now. And I feel like in the past, I may have said that I feel like Madison Beer is on the track to being one of our main pop girls. The same way that the boys and girls counted out Dua Lipa until One Kiss came out, I feel like, or what was that one? To pick up the phone, New Rules. Until New Rules came out, a lot of people weren't even giving Dua what I feel like she deserved at the time. But it was it's so cool to see her evolve into our main pop girl. And I feel like Madison Beer is on the same track. Now, she's only 21 years old, and she was recently asked about writing songs about her relationships and people trying to dissect her music. So this is what she said. She says, it's kind of just what you get when you date an artist. To be completely frank, I'm going to write about you, bro. It's okay. It's going to happen. And she said this on the Zach Singh show. But I don't really mind it. No. Now, I'm much more mindful about what I put out there because I'm like, once it's out there for good. And she also spoke about her current relationship. And this is very interesting, you all. So open up your ears, y'all. She said, I've just chosen to not talk about it publicly because I feel like it's been going great offline and I would like to keep it that way. It's, it just complicates it all the time. And I feel like me and said individual are very happy offline. So before I get into the next part of what she said, what do you guys think about Madison's comments? Firstly, let me say this. Would you ever date an artist knowing that there is a chance 9 times out of 10 that they are going to write music about you? Do you think that you're secure enough as a person to date an artist and know that potentially there's going to be stuff made about you, sung about you, and maybe the fans might come after you? You never know. That's what's going on with Billie Eilish and her ex-boyfriend Q. The fans done ate him up, y'all. Billie had to come out and say, leave my ex-man alone. But that's just a teaspoon. Y'all gonna have to Google that one. Evelyn is saying, I would love the honor. Can I be honest, Evelyn? I have to agree. I don't know. Is that narcissistic, y'all? Feel free to call me narcissistic. It's fine. I feel like somebody wrote a song about me, y'all. I'm going to sing that shit out. I'm going to sing it at the top of my lungs. I'm going to just sing it. Because the reason why, you have to think about how much time and energy it takes to write a song about someone else, to speak about the feelings, to come up with the concept, to come up with the hook. Kershell is saying, come on, Kershell, hold on. Kershell is saying, I wrote 14 songs about my boyfriend, and I've only been with this man for 2 months. Now, Kershell, you gotta love, that's inspiring. Firstly, I want to say happy for you, girl. Come on. Emily is saying, sure, because I don't be screwing people over in relationships, LMFAO. And you know what, Emily? That's the thing. That's the thing. If you're a good person and you know you're going to treat your partner well, no matter who it is, stature, whatever it is, you don't have anything to worry about. You should only be worried about the good, happy bops that are incoming, right? But if you're kind of a sketchy person, you're a weird person, if you're a snake person, then that's when you might be a little worried that Madison Beer might be writing your name like blank space. You got to be careful. But I feel like Madison Beer comes off more mature than the average chicken, if you know what I mean. Anyway, here's her boyfriend. She goes on to say, it's tough because it's like there's also the sense of like, am I not disrespecting, but is it? It could make somebody feel like, well, why were you public with your other boyfriends and not me or whatever? That kind of thing. Now, Madison and Nick Austin were spotted here and there. First together way back in August, and most recently when her album was released. Now listen to that album, y'all. She getting into some things on that album. They don't really post about each other on social media, but they do follow each other. What do you guys think? Do you believe do you believe that you would show off Let me ask you this rather. Do you think you would be upset if your artist partner did not show you off for fear that the fans would just be too much in your business? Chriselle is saying her songs aren't super cutesy. Oh my God, I love him songs. They're very well worded and mature. And Chriselle listened to her album last night and I 100% agree. Caroline is saying, I don't want to know what my ex-boyfriends think. Hee hee. And honestly, that's a really healthy way to think about it. It's like once you're done and be like, I'm good. We're going to go our separate ways. Wesley is saying, shout out to Wesley. He's saying he looks like the main dude of one of those Disney Channel original films. I agree. I feel like he should be in like Time Splitters. Is that, wait, am I thinking, wait, not Time Splitters. What is it? That's a video game. What is the name of the movie? Minutemen, where they were going back in time. I feel like he should be in Minutemen. I'm silly. Wesley is also saying, if the song is good, I'll be honored. If the song is bad, I'm suing. Literally, because we don't have time for slander on top of it being a flop song. You know what I mean? I feel y'all. And Evelyn is saying, I would take it personally too. Well, somebody that's not taking nothing personally, we're going to get into her right now, is Olivia Rodrigo. Now, we've spoken about Olivia Rodrigo on this here platform, the Green Chair Chats, Courtneyrevolution's platform before. We know that Olivia and Joshua Bassett dated. They broke up. Now Joshua is dating Sabrina Carpenter. They've each released songs. Olivia's Driver's License, Joshua Bassett, Lie, 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 Sabrina Carpenter, Skin. And now Olivia Rodrigo is speaking out. Bam! Now. The 18-year-old driver's license star called in for an interview on radio.com live check-in. And she actually was asked to share her thoughts on Sabrina Carpenter's response to driver's license Skin. So this is what she said, you guys, and let me know what you think. She says, I actually don't know her at all. I think we've met once or twice in passing, but I've never had a conversation with her, so I don't think I could write a song that was meaningful or emotional about somebody that I don't know. But I think artists should be able to write about whatever they want to write about. What do you guys think about that response? It very much was giving me, on initial read, it gives me like, all right, she's kind of mature. But then it's kind of a read a little bit, right? Is it not giving you Mariah Carey to Jennifer Lopez? I don't know her. Brittany Harrington, you hit that right on the head. She said, well, that's vague. LOL. It is vague, right? She says it. It's just like, well, I don't know her, but I've met her once or twice. But I mean, she could write about whatever she wants to write about. It kind of came off like if she want to write about, she's an artist, she can do whatever she wants. It came off kind of like that. But I loved it. I loved it because it came off to me as thinly veiled shade that was kind of like, I see you and you ain't get away with that, but I'm gonna let you rock. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't need to like be like, well, she's awful, or like you know how some of the girls on Twitter be like, she's a 21-year-old grown ass woman bullying an 18-year-old. Like, you know how people do that? Girl, we don't even need to do all of that. Olivia said, I don't know her that well, but she could do whatever she wants to do over there with that boy over there. You know what I mean? That's kind of like, I also would like them to stop asking her about this because I feel like the other two don't get asked as often about this and they're not brought up as often as Olivia. And the reason why is because Olivia has had the song that broke the records, but it's like, what else is next? What else is there? What else is going on with Olivia Rodrigo? If she were not in this dramatic wannabe love triangle that we've already seen in 2008, what do we care? I haven't seen High School Musical, the show. Is it that good to be doing all this hoopla over? Be honest with me, y'all. Brittany is saying, yes, that's how I read it too. And I agree. That's just how I took it. I don't know. Emily is saying, I don't know why. I just get weird vibes about her. I don't know. We'll have to see. I will say this. To be fair, in this entire situation, I am glad that Olivia and Sabrina, even though they are clearly being pit against each other by the media, and even now I just did the story where she's responding. I'm glad that they're both just standing up for themselves. You know what I mean? Olivia is saying like, yeah, she can do what she wants over there. Sabrina's like, girl, I'm not even worried about being taken off Joshua Bass's album because I just switched record labels and my entire next era is going to be snaps and tens across the board. And Joshua Bassett, I mean, I'm sure that he'll be fine. He's got the Shawn Mendes-esque, you know, strumming on a guitar thing going on. So they're all going to be fine. I'm glad that they're all not laying down because you know how the media will chew you up and spit you out. Olivia said, no, let me make sure I get my point across first. What do you think, you guys? Are you feeling more Olivia Rodrigo? Are you feeling Sabrina Carpenter? Or are you feeling both, which is fair? It's okay to pick a side, but it is also okay to like both. I like them both. Wesley is saying, the High School Musical show is good, but not good enough for all this mess. And that tells me enough. That tells me enough. It's all right. It's good. But to be doing all of this, you know, I would rather this be going on with Bridgerton. Yeah, they need to fight. What's going on with them? If they had natural, organic drama where it was like a he said, she said, and he liked to comment or something like that, that's more interesting than like this. This is like when you go in CVS, y'all, and this is not a read, but this is like when you go in CVS and you go in the magazine section, just me because I'm the only one, and you see like Tiger Beat magazine. You know Tiger Beat magazine, if you're of a particular age, you know. And they would be on the cover, like Olivia Rodrigo, drag Sabrina Carpenter. Like, it's that kind of stuff. But, like, if it were Bridgerton, that would be on the cover of, like, Entertainment Weekly, bitch. Homepage of Variety.com, bitch. Rolling Stone. I don't know. Real quick before I move on, Brittany makes a really good point. Brittany is saying this feels like a new Justin, Haley, and Selena storyline. I actually heard an interview Sabrina did for SiriusXM, and they asked her about the meaning behind Skin. Right? Don't you just feel like, you guys, let's pray for both of them. What do you guys think about this? This is the last part of the story I wanted to share with you guys. What do you think about Olivia Rodrigo's biggest celebrity crush? In that same interview that she gave, she also called the driver's license sketch on SNL the biggest compliment in the whole world. And she actually revealed that Pete Davidson is her celebrity crush. She goes on to say, Pete Davidson, who is my biggest celebrity crush, was singing it and comparing me to Taylor Swift, who is my idol. Like, it was just insane. It was my 18th birthday too. So it was just a crazy day. I'm not making fun of her. That's just my 18-year-old voice. But, like, interesting that Pete Davidson is her celebrity crush. What do you think about that, y'all? Who's your celebrity crush? That's what I want to know. Who's your celebrity crush? Just because I'm nosy and we like to share. Tell me. Kat is saying, I like Olivia. I like Olivia, too. Christina is saying, of course he is. Tegan is saying, let me find Tegan. Tegan said, Pete? Caroline said, no, not Pete. Jasmine said, Pete Davidson. Y'all, I swear, Pete with the lips, y'all. Pete with the lips. Gershel said, Pete, ... Davidson. Now, imagine Olivia Rodrigo. This is what I imagine. Try to picture this, y'all, because I can put myself in this scenario because I live here. Imagine sitting at your favorite coffee spot in your town, and all of a sudden, Machine Gun Kelly walk in, and he got Megan Fox on his arm, and then Pete Davidson is with him because they're close, they're friends, and he got Olivia driver's license Rodrigo on his arm. What would you do? I would gag. I just didn't expect that from her. But then again, I don't know her as a celebrity that well. So very interesting. We know her type. Very interesting. Let's get into y'all celebrity crushes. Bianca is saying Zac Efron, forever my first celebrity crush. Shout out to Zac Efron. I know that we know him from High School Musical, but one summer, you guys, for those of you guys that know Teen Nick once upon a time ago, they used to play like all the old teen shows on there, and he was on a show called Summerland, with Jesse McCartney, I think it was, and that show was a banger. So get into that, Summerland. Shout out to Zac Efron. Michelle is saying Chris Evans. Why is that man single? Chris Evans is Captain America. I'm recently into Marvel, so I'm trying to get my Marvel bearings down. I've only seen a few of the movies, but I'm gonna finish the whole entire thing. I got Guardians of the Galaxy I gotta watch next, and I think Iron Man 3 is in that next section I gotta watch, and Thor. I love me some Thor, y'all. The Thor movie, I know that everyone loves Iron Man. Iron Man was a good movie, but Thor, don't sleep on Miss Thor, that first movie. I haven't seen the others, but that first Thor movie was it. Y'all know I always get off track. I'm dead. Wesley said I'm slashing her tires if she ever think of driving by Pete's house. I'm dead. Kayla is saying her celebrity crush is Harry Styles. Gabby, what you said? I know I saw you, girl. Gabby is saying he's America's ass. And I remember that. I saw Endgame without seeing a lot of the other Marvel movies, and I remember that. Mika is saying Selena or Taylor. Ooh, shout out to Selena and shout out to Taylor. We need that Taylor collab ASAP. Layla is saying Zayn. Harry is saying Harry Styles, Timothy Chalamet, and Ryan Gosling. Ooh, y'all got some good taste. Shout out to y'all. Tegan is saying my celebrity crush is Drake and Robin Thicke. Wanna love you, girl. Wanna love you, girl. Wanna love you, girl. Wanna love you. Where's Robin Thicke? After that Blurred Lines thing, I feel like I heard too much from him. What's he up to? I feel like, wait, didn't Robin Thicke got 2 kids by somebody? I think Robin Thicke is with someone that's pregnant, and she about to have the baby or something like that. Let me know, y'all. Shout out to Robin Thicke if he's all right and not problematic, y'all. But let me know. And I saw someone else say the guy in Bridgerton before the chat switched up, but I saw you. Oh, I see. Let's see. Patricia is saying, who is yours, Courtney? Well, you guys, I have a lot of celebrity crushes. 2 off the top of my head. Let's go Nick Jonas. You already know I love Nick Jonas. I also love Nico Tortorella. If you guys have seen Younger, they are on Younger. Love Nico Tortorella. Who else do I really like? I don't know, y'all. I'm real picky. But those 2 off the top of my head. Those 2. Now, y'all, it's looking like it's about that time. I'm going to ask y'all to do this, right? Because we ain't done this today yet. But Evelyn literally said her celeb crush was James Charles. Evelyn, let me just blow you a kiss. Shout out to you on that. If you guys are ready to talk Selena, go ahead and put some crowns in the chat. Just spam it. Maybe you want to put some red salsa girls in the chat for the Revelation. Go on ahead and put that in the chat. And we are about to break it down. Now, Selena Gomez is sharing the Revelación EP tracklist and collaborators. She's gearing up to drop some new music, and we're all very, 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 very excited. You guys, I mean, y'all are excited, right? Because I'm very, very, very excited. Let me know if you're excited for Selena. Now, she revealed the tracklist. She took to Instagram on Tuesday, and she shared the song names of the 7-track offering, and she also had basically clips of the previous songs playing in the background, which I thought was sick and smart, even though I definitely was looking for a clip of something new. I'm not even gonna lie, I really was. But she previously released De Una Vez and Baila Conmigo, which had Rauw Alejandro and produced by Bad Bunny, which actually I did not know. So shout out to Bad Bunny. Now, this EP is the follow-up, an official follow-up to 2020's Rare, and it is due for release on March 12th, and it will mark Selena's first project performed entirely in Spanish, which obviously we already knew. I'm very excited about this. Like I've said, I don't know a lot of Spanish. Just for clarity, I went all the way up to Spanish 3 in high school. I don't remember a thing of it. But shout out to Mrs. Nechi, girl, my Spanish teacher. She had the spiky hair, y'all. But what I did notice, and something that should be noted, is that for the first time ever in Selena's discography, or rather in Selena's projects, this is the first time that Selena doesn't have a title track, which I thought was pretty cool. She's giving us something different. Shout out to Amanda. Shout out to Amanda. Friendly reminder to like the video if you love Selena Gomez. And if you're a Selenator, like the video and show your love in the chat right now. Go on ahead. Also, here's the thing, y'all. This is something that I thought was cool. The album is not even out yet, right? The EP's not out yet. We haven't heard the full thing yet. But Selena is already nominated for an award. Selena's De Una Vez has been nominated as a favorite video at the 2021 Latin AMAs. Y'all, that project is not even out yet. If that doesn't scream that the visuals will continue to be on point as well as the project will be exceptional, I don't know what will. I just am proud of her. This is a project that has been a long time coming. And to be honest, I'm not sure if the climate in music was right for Selena to do this any other time more than now. If you guys notice, there are so many Spanish songs that have a big North American seeming star on there. You got to think about, here's an example, Tusa, Karol G, Nicki Minaj. Doja Cat has a song with another Spanish artist coming out that's basically reminding me of the same thing. Cardi has done songs with other Spanish artists as well. I just really think that right now specifically, this is the climate to do this in. I'm just excited for her. What do you guys think? Are you going to listen to this? Actually, here's an idea, you guys. Do you think, and let me know in the chat, and if you're watching after, this is for you as well, because you might be able to make this. Do you think that when Revelación comes out, that I should go live and have just like a chill Selena Gomez Revelación live listening party? It won't go back up on the channel. Like, it won't be re-uploaded back up. It'll just be like if you make it, you make it. We'll hang out. We'll chit chat. We won't talk about my old job at all. And we'll just have fun and keep things pushing. Would you guys like that? Should we do that here? Let me know in the chat if we should do that. I think that would be a really cool idea. Maybe I'll wear red too. We'll celebrate. We'll celebrate Selena, because she's done a lot, and I feel like she deserves us to sort of like gather in a place and just like hang out and listen to Selena. Selena Gomez Revelación with Revolution. We'll work on the name. We'll figure it out. But let me know if you guys are feeling that idea. A Selena Gomez listening party here on my channel. We'll hang out. We'll kiki. Y'all know I love to kiki. Maybe I'll drink wine and be messy, whatever. We'll see. But let me know in the chat down below. Make sure that you got, well, let me say this. We're wrapping up the show, guys. It really was fun to have you here today. I really enjoy waking up and doing the show all by myself. It's weirdly rewarding, and to have you guys show up is sick. But I'm going to get out of here, you guys. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I also have a podcast with my best friend Felicia called Over Her in the Pantry. We are recording a new episode today, which will be out on Friday. So make sure that you listen, download, get into it. It's over 100 episodes. And until next time, you guys, my name is Courtney. This is the Revolution Detective Agency. Don't you forget that the world keeps spinning. Woo! And so shall you. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe for Selena Gomez, because that's coming. We're going to do that. And I will see you next time. Bye, you guys. Bye. Toodaloo.